Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Breath of Fire. Last we've left off, we just managed to get through Tantar, learned a few things, and now we need to go talk to the people of Tuntar, specifically their chief, and find out why he, actually this group, you just saw the battle. Find out exactly why the chief wants to just give up the ring. Seems like the chief would want to fight since the ring's important. But you never know. Valley up north is a stone cemetery, huh? Graves marked by stones, or do you think stones have souls and they die at some point? They destroyed the bridge. Oh. That's bad for us. And if we knew who Bo was, we could, also no problem with no water. Weird. I mean, I don't think I've actually ventured up that direction yet. Not in the game, anyway. Chief's acting odd, but he should be able to tell us about the robot, you say. Okay. Well, let's hit up all the huts in town that are empty, apparently. Of course, as soon as I start up this video, the cat decides he's on the wrong side of the door to the room and wants to be let in. The cat gets to wait a minute or two. The cat gets to wait unless my daughter wants to let him in. Not me doing this. Huh, thought we saw the chief near the forces fair, but he's home, huh? Okay. You don't know how to work the robot, don't want to get involved. Tantar should just give up the ring, you say. Boy, you're a pushover. Can't see each other in the village. I found a new herb. One of many we're probably going to use this game. Well, even this recording session. Okay, just 1 second. The cat is going to tear up the door. Okay, I do believe I've got the cat squared away for the moment. So, the elder here is not too fond of actually fighting for what they need. Okay. We have a bad elder. Also have a cure. So the only thing we have a lead on is the Forest of Despair, which we needed a saw to get into. Well, it isn't that way, it's this way. Right up here to the north. I don't know if we can beat this guy with an auto battle. Nope, we cannot. Well, that's annoying. Because they can do that. What's the rule? Don't screw around with zombies. Okay. You don't have anything that can be used to do that. I'm gonna walk back to town so I don't have to So I don't have to try to use a a revival item because those things are not cheap. I don't have to. I'm pretty sure the inn will... does the inn cure stun? Yes, it does. Slightly annoying, but you know how this goes sometimes. It's not that I don't have the items, that I don't have to use the items. If I don't have to use it, I don't want to use it. Cat, I just sorted you out. We've got other things to do right now, Cat. If you wait between 10 and 15... Dang it. If you wait between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe 20, then I will pet you. Yeah, sadly we broke the saw. But we get in the forest anyway. This forest is not too bad. It's a little bit twisty, but it's almost one circular loop. There are a few good treasures we can get in here. Nothing outstanding. There is a slight defense upgrade for Nina in here. Very slight. Not, you know. But otherwise, it's just a spooky forest. I almost went backwards then. These guys can take a little bit of a beating. Kinda wish I could equip the sword just to deal with them, but... Ow. Kinda wish I could equip the sword just to deal with that particular fight because it gets it through faster. Oh, more teardrop, just in case I do turn into a zombie again. We can deal with that. Oops. Got caught on that tree stump. Unfortunately, the combat system does not allow us to trade out weapons at the beginning of a fight. If it does, it'll probably take up a full turn and kind of waste the benefit of being able to trade weapons in the first place. I need to organize my items a little bit. Because it's going to be kind of hard getting some of that stuff. But there's the defense upgrade. Wrist. It's not a... I mean, it's pretty solid for her, but that would be kind of weak for Ryu. I didn't think it was a 5-point upgrade for Nina. I thought it was like 2 or 3. It still would be worth going... Ooh, they dropped cures. Cures are good. Oh, good, another enemy that I actually would like to be able to have the re-equip the sword for. I guess it wouldn't matter so much if we keep doing that. More teardrop. And a life. Good. Okay, now we've got all the items in this place. so we can make our way up to the fortress. The fortress in the northern part of this map. I mean, we were like right next to it just a second ago, but there are items to gather. We needed items. Aww. Still hits for a ton. You know, usually Ryu goes before he does, but I guess not that time. Take a swing at Nina. You're a jerk. I'm not going to bother healing it just yet. And there is a part of me that would love to stick around in this forest and grind up until I had at least a full stack of, until at least I had a full stack of cures on me. Also, Dad, definitely need to clean up this inventory just a bit. I'll probably be doing that between screens, or between videos. Nina up to 9, that's good. And she has learned Cura too. Regardless of how this turns out, I am going to be grinding a little bit in this area. Very sharp guards, huh? And once again, we will be enjoying the use of the boomerang to hit everybody. Wow, they're just going ham on Nina there. I mean, I've got plenty of herbs. That's not what I'm worried about. Okay, we should be able to take him out this turn now. Before we continue, let's go ahead and use one of our herbs on poor Ryu there, who got the business end of a lot of pointy, shiny weapons. And let's talk about the gimmick of this dungeon, and the fact that there are holes in the floor. Thankfully, the holes are limited to just between the wrong doorways to take. And the general rule of thumb in this dungeon is you're going to be taking the long way around to get anywhere that's, you know, not completely closed off. So yeah, what you want to do is just avoid taking the shortest route possible, and you won't fall through the floor. Although falling through the floor does lead to treasure, as you just saw there. But much like you'd expect, that the chests don't replenish, so don't fall down the floor more than once. I want to fight a lot of you guys. Not just because you are fairly easy to beat, but because you drop meat, I believe. At least I believe it's you that drops the meat. And meat is something we want. We want more meat. And it gets hard, relying on hunting to get it. Although it'll be less hard relying on hunting to get it soon. Aw. Didn't quite finish him off. So yeah, those treasure chests down there, if we try to come up from the bottom, yeah, you pretty much guess that yes, there are holes waiting for us. Matter of fact, you can kind of see where the holes are if you know what to look for. I will point it out soon. But in the meantime, we have yet another duo of guards here. We should be able to finish them off. Just so I'm not just wasting herbs healing. But... oh good, more fights. Oh, these jerks, okay. Luckily, they're not too terrible. The Iki by itself will almost take care of them, so that's what the boomerang is for. But you see the little thing, it looks like bats are hanging in the door. If you walk underneath a bat, that is how you know you're going to fall through a pit. That's what tells you which ones... oh, these things. I think these things are just stubborn enough that our combo of boomerang and Iki won't take them all down. And they do a lot of damage. Luckily, they do a lot of damage after we do it. Decent experience, though. And before I stupidly take another step... so this door down here, if I walk through the left side of it, I'd be perfectly fine. But if I walk through the right side, yeah, there's a trap there. So that is what you need to know to look for in this place. Yeah, I think that's... no, this is going to do it, okay. Okay, so... just because we want the items, but falling through and triggering a fire, just to be annoying. We get a wolf helmet, which isn't useful for us yet, but it will be in a minute. Basically, it costs us an herb, which I guess if you're not prepared for it could be a problem. But in exchange, basically in exchange for an herb, we get a helmet. That will be useful for someone else. So now, here, we do not have the benefit of bats hanging over anything, because if we try to walk up that particular hallway, yeah, we're gonna fall through. Sadly, they did not give us the easy hint for this particular area. But we do have plenty of enemies. And I want to get... well, I mean, we can pretty much finish out this dungeon as we are. That's not what I'm worried about. Finishing out this little tower is not a bad... it's not going to be too difficult. But I do want to level Nina up a bit before we completely continue on here. So this video might stretch out just a little bit. Video might stretch on just a bit so I can finish this area out. Even though we are going to have a handful of boss fights. I need a lot more of those fights. Oh good, Ryu's up to 12. Nina 10. Because there's a spell we want Nina to learn sometime very soon. And what spell she learns is determined by what level she is. Yeah, we're probably going to take some hits. Because it is 3 of them. Luckily, they do not do the most damage in the world here. And we do act before they do. So, we found the Elder here, who, it's kind of funny, we ran into the Elder at the other village. It's like, okay, we don't want to take their weapons, I want to cut the video here. We're not going to get to. Don't even really get a chance to heal up or change weapons or anything before we do this. So, it can make the last battle a little harder. Not by much, just a little bit. But if you want to change out your sword before you get into that battle with the 3 guards, change the boomerang out for the sword, it can make that battle a little more difficult, but it makes what's about to happen now a little easier. So the choice is yours, so to speak. But this guy can do about 16 damage, 16 to 18 damage a turn. So when you get down to 36 hit points or so, because it acts before you do, remember. So you probably want, unless you get leveled up a bunch before here, which I don't blame you if you have. So if you've leveled up a bunch and you're going before it, you don't have to worry about this. But if you're going after it, then once you get down to the low 30s, probably best to go ahead and heal. Sometimes it will not take 2 turns, sometimes it will only take 1. Be happy when that's the case. Overall, not a terrible boss. But going after is definitely something that really gets annoying. And there's my herbs. Probably have Ryu on herb duty. Against the bosses like this anyway. Or have Ryu use the key instead of fight if Nina's gonna throw out a heal. And like all bosses, Paul gets second wind. Nothing changes. Nothing whatsoever. Matter of fact, the thing that's most annoying about the way this happens, and it may hit, we might be able to see it, because it might hit during something that's going to happen real soon. But when you take the guard down, it effectively ends the turn right there and forces you to restart. And you notice how we're kind of beaten up after this? Well, that's because we're not done yet. Oh look! Someone Robin Hooded a switch with an arrow. So the general reveals he was the elder this whole time. Meanwhile, Bo, as we will get to know him, actually came in and rescued the real village chief while we were keeping them busy and distracted. Okay, so let's do this. Because this guy hits like a freaking Mack truck. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the healing now. You have any magic? You have some decent magic, but we will hang on to it for now because you don't have a whole lot of ability points. But Nina can at least cast Recover before the general moves, so that's good. And luckily Ryu is now at mostly full health. So we are in actually good shape here. But the general can pack quite a wallop there, as you've seen what he just did to Ryu. 19 points of damage on the most heavily armored one. Key. Bo gets to do that. Owie. So we've done a pretty good number on the general. So instead of just attacking with that, we can actually just go ahead and use your magic. Let's wait until your second wind, since we're only going to get 2 actual uses of that spell. Ow. Okay, good. What happened to a lot of people, namely me, when I was testing this out earlier, did not happen this time. Because, well, what happened, essentially, Bo was on last legs. I had Bo use a heal. Well, when he went to use the heal, the general decided to get killed off by Ryu and go into second wind status. Boy, that was awkwardly worded. Let's try that again. Basically, we started a turn and Bo was just about to drop, so I had Bo use a heal while the other 2 attacked. The other 2 attacked before Bo got to use the heal. But so did the general. The general knocked Bo down even further to where he had like 1 or 2 hit points left. But before Bo could use the heal, the other 2 knocked the giant down to second wind status. And when that happened, it ended the turn, forced us to restart. Well, I tried to have anyone use a heal on Bo, but the general got to him first and knocked him out. Which, kind of annoying about that second wind phase. That is the worst possible thing it can do to you, and it did it to me when I was test running this. But it's not going to do it this time, I don't think. Because frankly, he's kind of on his last legs. frost, anyway. And we get a counterattack. If only Ryu would counterattack more. There we go. Bunch of experience and gold. Yeah, the river is still dry. And we didn't actually kill him. So we know he will be back at some point. So we need to find a way to remove a rock. Bo is going to join up with us now. But because we've gone a little bit long here, I'm going to cut the video for now. And when I come back, I'm going to have Nina ground up to a decent level. And by decent, I mean she will have learned a very particular spell, which we're going to need fairly soon. And hopefully I'll be able to get a bunch of stuff I need out of the enemies in this place. But anyway, mostly meat and the sea stones. Those would be good to get. But yeah, that will be for next time. So until then, take care everyone.